This is me getting cooked by powers.
Yep.
And this is me cooking someone else with powers. Because on this server, you can craft shards and apply them to weapons for different abilities. Only I had joined very late and realized that 2 teams had all the shards. So in order to make a name for myself on the server, I wanted to kill them all. But first, I needed a teammate to execute my plans. So when I got an interesting DM, I decided to meet up with a player a bit away from my terrible makeshift base. This is a contract. If this is lost or destroyed in any way, you will owe... Oh, okay. An infinite IOU. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I'm gonna accept it, obviously. No secret clauses. Sure. Now I have a teammate which is great for getting stacked and grinding materials, but we should quickly get into why I'm doing all of this and how I'm going to execute my plan. You see, Season 1 of this SMP started weeks before I joined, and you can only craft 1 legendary shard at a time, meaning no new players could get any shards without killing a shard holder. This wasn't an easy task, as you can't just brute force it because the teams holding the shards have multiple shards themselves, meaning it would not only be an outnumbered fight, but also an outgeared one. So how am I going to attempt to kill these teams with all the odds stacked against me? Well, there is a machine in Minecraft designed by Just White Void capable of one-shotting multiple players at once, even through a shield. This machine, of course, is a TNT railgun. Only building something like this takes a lot of materials, time, and preparation. Not even including the only way to kill multiple people at once was by lining them up. However, I couldn't worry about this right now. What I needed was to get materials to build the railgun. So I collected redstone components while my teammates collected gunpowder. Eventually, I started clearing out a building area at spawn. But while I was building, something interesting happened.
Yo! Dr. Delirious.
Yeah?
Would you like to follow me for a brief moment?
Sure.
We've got some questions. Oh, is it because of a player, or like...
No, I was like half asleep playing and then I got blown up.
Oh.
Okay, so this isn't suspicious at all.
No, don't worry. You can stand wherever you want. But this is a business. I was wondering if there's anyone on the server, you know, you're not too keen on.
Oh. I mean, I don't have anyone in mind yet. I haven't really made any enemies.
Okay, well, you know, what I'm saying is if you were to, you know, come across some enemies of some kind.
Oh, for future notice. Okay.
For future notice, you know where to go.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
That's all I want to say, bro. You know?
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, have a good day. Goodbye now.
Alright. What? Oh my gosh, dude, what was that? Now, my first impression of these guys was that they were lucky clowns. I mean, who's gonna tell them this ain't tough? Regardless though, I should have taken them more seriously because when nobody was paying attention, they came after my teammate. Now this was stupid, mainly because there were rules against AFK killing, and just in case you didn't know, AFK means away from keyboard, which it was obvious from the clip my teammate was. And by the way, I was also fairly certain that these 2 5-player teams weren't actually 5-player teams, but regardless, the owner of the server didn't really care, we weren't fairly compensated. I don't know why. So this just meant we had actual targets for the trap now, but there was still an issue of lining people up, so at 4:28 PM in the official Shards Discord server, this announcement was made. Hello fellow SMP members. You might be wondering why Randy is sending you a video and pinging everyone, or what the thing at spawn is. Well, me and my team are hosting a talent show. There will be lots of prizes including villager spawn eggs, nether, and more. But what if I don't win? Shut up! There will also be a raffle for everyone who participates to also win a prize. Now what's it going to look like on the day of? Well first, follow me up at spawn and line up, where your ticket teller will pass out raffle tickets. From there, he will say you're clear to move on to the talent show area, where you'll be seated and wait for everybody to get their raffle ticket. Then in the order on your tickets, you will be called up on stage and have to perform your talent, and 2 judges will give you a score. The person who has the highest score wins. What if I'm already stacked and don't need a prize? Be quiet! The show will be a fun place to hang out, plus boundless content possibilities. So don't set out. Obviously, there are some rules like no killing and no griefing, which we'll try to get the owner's endorsement for the whole thing as well. So come on and join the show. This talent show served as the perfect ploy to get people to line up, and now all I had to do was build and test the railgun. Okay, before I build a flying machine, I'm going to build everything else first. Oh my gosh, I think we're done! Now there were a few complications in the building process of the railgun. The main one I'll get into in a second, but the smaller ones were the cannon accidentally firing prematurely. I just lost half a stack of TNT. I just lost half a stack of TNT. Oh my gosh, just lost half a stack of TNT. Okay. And I ended up having to hurry up and get gunpowder as fast as I could. Also, someone on my team took materials, so I was missing a few different things that I had to get one of my other teammates to help with. So if you're still watching this video, make sure to subscribe because this video took a lot of effort. Anyways, I discovered the main issue when test firing the railgun. You can see here, even though the railgun is fired, it doesn't go all the way to the line. What? What just happened? It killed like one guy. They all lost momentum. This was because I had built the cannon out of 150 block range. This was a big issue because we didn't have enough time to rebuild the cannon without it being discovered. So I opted for another plan, which was to move the talent show forward, under the guise since it was floating that there couldn't be any fall traps now. And so I got to rebuilding. Now, it's pretty important here I list out my whole team lineup. So this is our team, and together we make up the Goobers. I didn't choose the name, but this information is important for what was about to happen next. Now, I didn't have a lo-fi texture pack on at the time, nor did I have enough gear as I wasn't expecting a fight. However, being at a disadvantage alone wasn't enough to make me back out of the fight. Now, I was winning this fight by a lot, so much so that despite being under-geared, I was ready to also take on his teammate in a 2v1. I mean, this dude was already mending. However, because of the risk of getting 3v1'd, especially by a player with a legendary shard, I made the decision to stasis. But I was honestly fine with this. All of the cannon preparations were complete, and after a successful test run, yo! All I had to do was log on the day of the talent show, do a quick test, and fire the cannon on some unsuspecting people. But that's when... yeah, that means this whole team knows. Okay.
I mean, technically, we could say we didn't make it or something like that.
I think it's too late regardless. He's just said he's at it. Damn it, dude, I knew it.
Alright, that's just for this.
So this is a little concerning.
Yeah,
Is it?
something like that.
So what do you say you guys just ditch the whole talent show thing and let me get my content?
No, we're not gonna fetch.
Okay.
We just think it's funny.
You want
Yeah.
to stick it up?
This was it. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes before showtime. They found it. It didn't matter if they weren't going to tell anyone. Half of the attendants were on their team, leaving my railgun completely and utterly useless. But with no player deaths on the server, I was not out of the game yet. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more SMP content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to let me know. Although I'm not entirely sure about returning to Shards, not gonna lie. So, also, depending on when this is out, I should have a Twitter or X or whatever. So if you want to follow that, it would be pretty cool. Oh, and sorry if you expected a somewhat decent upload schedule, by the way.